Hey Paul, tell us about your new tool caddy here.
Bam, there it is. This thing is handy as a pocket on a shirt. Came about this due to the fact that we don't have any student workers here, no volunteers. Miss all y'all guys terribly. Can't wait to see you again. This is my maintenance bag. You know, we have some other tools, a tractor and a golf cart we do things with, but as far as for general maintenance, this thing is great. Can't tell you how many times I've been working in a spot, doing one job and realize there's another task real close by that I could just do if I had the tools there with me. And now I have pretty much everything I need for a little bit of light maintenance in the garden. The main thing that you always need and very handy to have is your leaf rake. Pick up all your messes, things like that. Good for shooing people out of beds too. But we've got a bunch of tools on here. Kind of tried to keep the dirty side dirty and the clean side clean. Over here I've got the handy dandy weeding tool. I think this is the one that I use more than anything around the garden. I've got several trowels here, you know, different sizes for different things you may be digging, transplanting, whatnot. Metal ones, planting bulbs. This plastic one, if you're doing a lot of planting, it's just real light, real easy to dig in. It's soil that's been tilled. Of course, as you know, you always need a good pair of pruners, so they're right there within easy reach, right where you need them. Some other handy dandy things to have on your garden. You always need a little bit of twine, but if you try to keep this around, a ball of it, it usually winds up going everywhere. It's got its own little pocket here that I can stash it in, and I can cut it off as necessary. Got a Sharpie for marking things. A few rolls of tape here. I can label something if I want to come back later and do something. This will remind me. It's just a good thing to have on hand. Over on this side, on the dirty side, we've got the knee pads. These are real handy if you're going to spend any time down on your knees. These are great. I've also got a set of pond gloves. These are wonderful because you can put them on and they come up so you can reach down the pond, get stuff out, debris, whatever you need to get out. Like trash, whatever's in there. We've got a few over here. We've got a few labels for labeling things in the garden, mostly for the veggie beds. It's pretty handy. Got a little pocket for that. Little wrench for disassembling the pump from the pipes. This is a very handy thing to have. Can't tell you how many times I've walked back to the metal building for this unit right here. Over here on the clean side, I've also got a couple saws. I've got a real coarse saw for taking, you know, bigger branches off, and then I have a fine saw so that you can leave a nice pretty cut on it so it doesn't look like all jagged and ragged. I've also got a pair of scissors in here for some fine work. Long reach lighter, because you never know when you need to set something on fire. We also have a sharpening tool for your pruners and your shears and whatnot. Very handy thing, save you trip to back to your tool storage area. Let's see, working up here, got a handy dandy pocket knife. This actually came with the bag, so I kept it on there. It's handy. Over here, I've got a spot to keep the water. Very important to stay hydrated. I've also got an extra pair of gloves if my first pair gets wet or it gets cold. Got a little rag here to wipe my hands off, sweaty brow, that kind of thing. Also, if you're just leaning down for something temporarily, you just need to sit down. Got a little kneeling pad here. Just kind of sits right there. It's kind of handy. Kitty litter bucket, real handy. You can put your weeds in it, trash in it. I've got seeds and some onion sets in it right now, just things that I'm dragging around and going to plant as I get time. You go up here to the top of the compartment. Got the handy dandy hula hoe. This thing is great for getting those shallow rooted weeds up. This is not for dandelions, but anything shallow rooted like the gazillion trident maples that we have around the garden. Just get a little hula hoe in there. They come right up, they die, they turn into mulch. It's wonderful. Short pair of shears. I like the short pair of shears because the long ones, you don't want to get too much into it. These things are really not good on your shoulders. So I find a little short pair of shears is better for me. Also in here, got a spade here. Put a little bit longer handle on it. It's great for edging, great for transplanting plants. Pretty lightweight. I like it. You're gonna need a hard rake from time to time. This hard rake I really like because it's got a more narrow head. It's got a shorter handle. If this thing had a head this wide, that's how much soil I would try to get with it. And I'm wind up throwing my back out. So I like the little smaller rake actually. It's pretty handy. Round point shovel. Just can't do anything without a round point shovel. It's got to have it. So Mini-matic with a ground cover tool. This thing is great for getting weeds out with the forked end on it, or if you're planting annuals, it's just like a Mini-matic. And then you couldn't do anything out in the garden without the matic. This is one thing that you have to have. Picking roots, chopping through things, fiberglass handle so it doesn't bounce, doesn't give you a lot of splinters. Great tool to have on hand there. Also, as you're transplanting things, moving around the garden, you got to have something to water with. So I've got my handy dandy watering can, just tied on there with a simple little rubber tie with a wire in the middle, just holds it on there. That's all you need is just one can. What else do we have on here that's fun that I didn't show you? Well, you know, and then sometimes in life it just gets a little boring. Just got to kind of entertain yourself if someone comes by. So on here we also have bubbles. Garden cart, I bought it at the YMCA thrift store. Spent $5 on it. I think it's the best $5 I've ever spent here at the garden. Anyway, you guys stay safe, stay healthy. Come see us. We love you. Take care.